You mute everybody. Okay. What's going on? What's going on, everybody, tonight? My name is Coach Tony Bowens. I'm one of your leaders here at Millionaire Minded Novae Money. And welcome to tonight's standard Tuesday and Thursday night Millionaire Minded Novae Money training call. All right. And for the new people, the first time joining, you're gonna get mindset and skill set tools to go out here and make it happen in your Novae Money business. Honestly, guys, at this point, a lot of the vets, we should be making 4 figures a month, to get it close to it. And so what we're doing is we're giving you tips and strategies that you can apply immediately into your business that's going to help you take your business to the next level. This call is co-hosted by me, Coach Jamal Flono, and Coach Sophia Lightborn, the Lions. So I'm going to step out the way. You guys are going to hear me a little bit more on the back end, but I'm going to throw it to our first trainer tonight, all the way from the Bahamas by way of Miami. And she always, what I love about her, she talks about like the art of winning. Winning is a mindset. It's not just a skill set, but it's a mindset. And so she has a lot of mindset and good skill sets related to winning and making it happen in your business. And so I'm going to step to the side and let Miss Sophia Lightborn handle the call. Can you hear me, Miss Sophia?
I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. She all yours. Take it away.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach Bowens, man. I got to give it back to that phenomenal gentleman y'all just heard from. He's going to give us some nuggets in a little bit. And Coach Bowens, man, he's just been a superstar since he's got involved in the business. Just so coachable, right? He's a true testimony that if you really just follow the system, you get results. And he went from rookie to now, one of the top leaders and top earners in this business, in this company. So it just shows that you're at the right place doing the right things. You're learning from success leaves clues. And if you follow kind of the same blueprint that a lot of people who are getting results follow, you're going to get the same results. So tonight, I'm going to be really quick tonight. I just want to give you guys, 10 toxic people you want to avoid. Okay? This isn't just in your business, y'all. This is in your life. Y'all already know that, environment is so much stronger than willpower, right? We can all say we want it. We want to be successful. We have these big goals, but if you have the wrong people around you, it's going to make it really, really tough, to get those goals accomplished. And something I always preach is you've got to start to audit your circle. Okay, you got to start to evaluate the people you have in your life and figure out who needs to be promoted, demoted, and terminated. All right. Some people who are around you need to not be there. They do not deserve to be in your life anymore simply because you're on a path of growth. And if people aren't growing with you, it's time to let them go. All right. So I'm going to run through 10 groups of people. And I'm sure each and every one of you guys, you run into these people every day, all day. So as I'm going through this list, right, I want you to, after the training tonight, Coach Mr. Haziq Ali always says, you want to read your notes, right? Every 24 hours, I think, is for 10 minutes a day, right? And you want to go and analyze these people and start to pinpoint who, I know, this person, fits this category. And you're going to start to realize that a lot of people that you're given the privilege of being in your space, they really don't qualify anymore at this time. Okay? So the first group of people, and the first type of person you want to avoid are people who soak up your time like a sponge. Okay? People who soak up your time like a sponge. You already know sometimes, you know, you give one friend a phone call to ask them one thing, and they just talk about a whole lot of nothing for a whole lot of time, right? They soak up your time like a sponge. You want to avoid those people if it's not progressive conversation. If it's not something towards your goals, you want to be mindful of how much time you allow them to take from you, all right? The second type of person are people who criticize far too much. People who criticize far too much. All right, y'all know we got those people who no matter what you say, who you talk to, who you show them, they got something to criticize, all right? You want to be careful of those people, okay, because they're going to drain your energy. You got to remember, guys, we are energy sources. And if you got to allow or be intentional about who's tapping into your energy or who's draining your energy. So people who criticize everyone and everything, be careful of them. The third person are people who play the victim all the time, okay? People who play the victim all the time. Y'all know that person who never takes responsibility for nothing, right? Those people who always, the victim is always what happened to them. Like ain't no one else got nothing else going on in their life. Those people, you got to be careful of them. Be mindful of them. They're draining your energy. The fourth person, people who just have a negative mindset. People who have a negative mindset. There's some people you're going to run into. You're going to be so excited about what we learn at these events and at these trainings and on our conference calls. And you say something to them that's supposed to be a positive spark, and they find some way to make it negative, right? Y'all stay away from them. Y'all know some of them, all right? You know you talk to them, all right? The fifth group of fifth group of people who don't know how to control their temper, okay? I know that sounds like a little one that's kind of off from what we're talking about, but be mindful of people who can't control their temper, because people who lose it really quickly means they have no self-control, no posture, and they're going to zap your energy. So be mindful of your friends who lose their cool real fast, because if you're on a journey of personal growth and self-development, you can't be around too many people who just going off the handle, okay? You gotta be mindful of them. The sixth type of person, people who show no compassion or no empathy for others, okay? People who show no compassion or empathy for others. Why is that important, guys? We're in the people business. You know, we make money and we grow overall in our business for being empathetic to other people, being able to solve their problems and feel what they're feeling and put ourselves in their shoes, right? So if you've got people around you who don't have any compassion, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a conflict of interest. So you want to be mindful of those people. Number 7, guys, people who are dishonest and lie all the time. People who are dishonest and lie all the time. I know people lie all the time. That's like human nature. They just lie for no reason, right? But you got some people who are pathological liars, right? We're building business with integrity. You just don't want that type of person around you. Why? Because birds of a feather flock together, right? You are the average of the people you spend the most time with. So if you are around people who are always dishonest, that could rub off on you. You know, and in our business, you don't need to be dishonest. So you want to, make sure you avoid those people. Number 8, people who manipulate and exploit others. People who manipulate and exploit others. Okay? Think about it, y'all. You got to stay away from people who are manipulative. Why? Because in our business, we're dealing with people's sensitive information. If you got the wrong people around you in your ear, they could make you do some crazy things. All right? So you want to be careful, because remember, environment is stronger than willpower. You may be saying right now, man, Sophie, I ain't gonna do nothing with no one's social security number, but you got some fools around you telling you the wrong thing. You in a desperate situation, you never know. So you just want to make sure you don't have those people in your life. And number 9, people who are deliberately harmful. Okay? People who are deliberately harmful, people who are just who are not in the business of helping people, they're in the business of harming people. That's a direct conflict of what we are building and growing. Okay? So you got to make sure you avoid them. And the 10th person, guys, this is going to sound crazy, but you want to avoid people who are super stressed out. Avoid people who are super stressed out because they're going to pass that stress on to you. Okay? They're going to transfer that energy to you. Y'all ever been around someone who's just so stressed out? Typically, they're really negative. Typically, they got a negative mindset, and then they just totally drain your energy. You ever had a conversation with someone like who's just, you want to help them, but they just being a victim, right? So if you really start to think about it, y'all, people who are stressed out, they typically embody a lot of the other 9 because stress drives them to feel a lot of different ways. So not saying you don't want to help people who are stressed out, but don't consume yourself with those people because it's going to drain you of your energy. And we need energy, right, to be able to go ahead and build our businesses and be able to serve other people. So guys, remember, we are energy. We're all energy. So you got to make sure you're mindful of people who you allow to tap into your energy or withdraw your energy or drain you of yours. All right. So those are 10 people, guys, who are toxic, who you want to avoid. I hope that was kind of helpful. I hope you're able to go through your list of, that list and start to realize and pinpoint people in your life, maybe even people on your team, who are these people, and stay away because one bad apple can ruin the whole bunch. All right. So I'm going to step out of the way now. I'm going to pass it over to, phenomenal guy. He always is like here to serve us. He's always there to take one for the team, literally. He doesn't matter whose team you're on. He will pick up the phone and kill it. Right. He's also, I'm going to call him our training selector, like we call it in the islands, right? Our training DJ, because he got the tunes right. He sets the vibe. It's all about energy, right? He sets the energy for these calls. So I just want to pass it over to Coach Jamal Flono. I know he's got some amazing information for us tonight, and I'm going to just be quiet. Coach Flono, go ahead and take it away, sir.
Appreciate it. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay. I was doing something with the mic. I was trying to make sure it wasn't gone. So real quick, guys, I'm gonna share my screen because I want y'all to see this graphic we put together. I put together a little early and we dropped it into the groups just so it's something that you can pass along to your teams and so they understand what the system is and what it looks like. It's just a simple breakdown. Obviously, it's a more elaborated breakdown in other places. Let me share my screen real quick, guys. All right. Let me make this big. Okay, so y'all can see my screen. I need somebody to say yes, because I can't see y'all.
You got it.
Okay, great. All right, so.
Yes.
Real quick, this is the Millionaire Minded System, guys. It's really, really simple. This is going to be a graphic you can pass on to your new teammates, and then you can kind of elaborate on each step, but it's going to make it a little bit simpler, because the whole point of this business is to keep it simple. We don't want it complicated. Like, we don't want to tell people this business is easy, because that's a lie. This is not an easy business. It's a simple business. If you do a lot of simple things over and over and over again, you'll get certain results. You'll get the results that you want. So it's about not only making it simple for you, but making it simple for people in your organization as well. So the first step is you want to pique interest. Whether it's a conversation in person, whether it's a conversation, it's a post you make online, you want to pique interest. This is the first thing you want to do. You want somebody to raise their hand. Second thing, guys, you want to add them to the credit score and cash flow success group. And this is actually the wrong one because it's going to say add pin post. I'll put the other one later on. You want to add them to the credit score and cash flow success group. And you want to tag them to the pin post. The reason why you want to tag them to the pin post because you want them to see that more people are doing this. What you got to understand is social proof is powerful. Like, you don't understand. Like, I went to New Orleans a few weeks ago, right? Me and a couple of my business partners, right, went to New Orleans. And it was this one restaurant where people were literally standing outside of the door, right? The line was so long, people were standing outside the door. And it was like, it was a really big spot, too. Now, we passed a couple other restaurants. We don't know if the other restaurants were better than this one. We just know that everybody was in this line. That's social proof. So you want to make sure that you use social proof So people see that, hey, this person's credit score went up 100 points. Hey, this person has a 700 credit score. Hey, this person has an 800 credit score, right? Hey, this person, you know what I'm saying, it's been 60 days and they got student loans and a bankruptcy deleted. You want them to see that. Because subconsciously it's like, oh, man, maybe this might be all right. So before you do anything else, you want to add them to the credit score and cash flow success group. Third, you would have a meaningful conversation. That's the 2 what's in the win. With the 2 what's in the win, guys, that's where you need your credit, what you do for a living, where you trying to improve your credit score to buy, and when you're trying to do that buy, right? But you're having a regular conversation, so it's not just, hey, ask them 2 what's in the win and give them and then do something else. No, you want to have a conversation. When they tell you, hey, I work at Walmart. Okay, cool. How long you been at Walmart? Well, I've been there for 6 years. Oh, you been 6 years? You must love that job then. No, I hate my job. What you mean you hate your job? I got a cousin who works at Walmart. He loves it because he feel like he can kind of trade his hours where he want to. You know, people don't really mess with him too much. And let them elaborate why they hate their job. But you have to be a friend first before you make any sale. You have to be a friend first before you make any sale. So you want to actually have a meaningful conversation. You want to figure out, and during your conversation, you'll figure out your 2 what's in a win. During your conversation, you'll figure out your 2 what's in a win. Right? After the meaningful conversation, like, look, okay, so I got something that can help you with that. I know you're trying to get this house. This is a little call that kind of explains our you know what I'm saying, our business, or it explains our credit program. And just check this call. It's only about 5 minutes. I know it goes by pretty fast, but I just want to make sure that you listen to this call because, you know, it was powerful for me. You want to make sure you edify the call as well, guys. It's number 4. Make sure you edify the call. So if you're taking notes, number 4, make sure you edify the call. This call is very powerful. The guy who's doing the call, you know what I'm saying, he's really focused on helping a lot of people. Like, one of his goals is to win the Nobel Peace Prize. And I'm sure that some of the knowledge you're going to give on this call is going to be helpful to you in your situation. You listen to this call, and then we'll talk afterwards. And then you're going to listen to the call with them. You're going to 3-way them into the call, listen to the call with them, okay? Number 5, you want to send them the video that interests them the most. I don't know if y'all know, but we have these animated videos now, and you can go right on YouTube and get these animated videos. You can go right on YouTube and get these animated videos. All you're going to do is go type in on YouTube, Novae Money. If you're on YouTube, type in Novae Money and just subscribe to that channel. And it's 7 different videos on there, guys. Explain different products and services, and even has one that explains like about the affiliate program. So it's like after you have that call, it was like, hey, that was a great call, wasn't it? You want to give them a tie down? That was a great call, right? Great. So on that call, like, what part interests you the most? I'm trying to get my credit fixed. Great. Okay, so good. Here's what I'm gonna do. I got somebody who's perfect at helping people, you know what I'm saying, get into houses and do it at a very fast rate. I'm gonna reach out to them and see if they got a couple minutes to you know, answer all your questions. In the meantime, check out this 3-minute video that explains how a whole credit program works. And I'll see if I can get him on the phone. And then you go that way. And then number 6 is 3-way close with an expert or anybody but you. Because I think when you hear the word expert, people get scared and they don't want to do it. No, expert is just someone other than you. They want to hear someone else's voice. So if you can answer a few questions, I guarantee you'll be okay. So that's the system, guys. 6 steps. You see at the bottom, done is better than perfect. Right? By Sheryl Sandberg. Done is better than perfect. I had a whole nother training I was going to do, but I don't want to take up too much more time. That was supposed to be like real simple. But, you know, I guess I broke it down pretty well for everybody, if you're new. But I'm going to send that to Sophie so she can send it to her people as well. And it's already in the different millionaire-minded groups. With that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get up out the way because I have a whole nother training I had wrote down. Like I'm saying, it was dope, too. I promise you it was dope. But I'm going to say that one for Thursday. And so what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to bring someone on the line who I definitely have a lot of respect for. This guy's been traveling all over the country, helping a lot of people, building organizations. And I don't think you'll be any different. If you're listening to him, I guarantee you'll see success, and he has a track record for it. So I want to bring to the line one of my friends business partners, mentees, and mentors, Coach Tony Bowens.
Okay. Man. Great info, Coach Flono. Great info, Sophia. I want to give it back to you guys. You guys always deliver, bring in the knowledge, bring in the good gospel. A lot of the things that you guys have taught, I've employed in my business, and like I said, I teach that to my team, and it's been kind of running through our organization and making it happen. I literally just got a text. During the call, and so I hope the lady, the young lady that texted me is on the call, because that would be kind of counterproductive for if we coach it and then you want to. Never mind. But yeah, hopefully she's on the call. But what I want to talk about tonight was just the whole meaningful conversation. But I guess I'll answer her question in the text, and hopefully she's on here to hear the answer. I guess I just have to hold the phone. All right, but yeah, I was talking to Mr. Ali, which is the vice president of sales. The founder of Millionaire Minded. Novae top producer since the door is open. And we were talking about the different steps in the system, and it was talking about what areas have I noticed that most people skip, or what area, like in the sales cycle, that most people kind of overlook. And what I've noticed is the meaningful conversation. And when you're trying to qualify a prospect, they're not gonna give you their debit card information if you don't know their problems. They're not gonna spend no money with you if you can't have a real conversation with them and say, hey, what are you trying to get done? How soon are you trying to get it done by? Have you tried anything other? Have you tried doing it on your own or with any other companies? And so as they begin to open up to you, they'll begin to know you, like you, and trust you. Then they'll pay. And so, like, so many people have the meaningful conversation and they skip that part. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, people. It's people that reached out to me 2-3 years. Well, not 2-3 years ago. I've been doing it 3 years ago, but a year and a half ago, not 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, and they're signing up with me because it might took them 6 months of seeing me do it before they could trust the results. Cool, but you want to build that trust. You want to build a real relationship. You want to have a real conversation. I don't never just get on the phone and say, here's what our product does. No, it's like, what are you trying to get done? What are we trying to get done? Because I try to relate to them. How soon are we trying to get it done by? But I like to keep my prospects so they understand that we in this together. You know what I'm saying? And so that's one of my biggest tips. That's one of my biggest tricks. Like, I'm like, before we get into what these products and services do, I need to get into what we need to do it for. And then that way, when you're having a meaningful conversation, when you find out what they need a credit for, when they need it by, all right, and like what items are on there. When you find out those things, now you can really build with them. Now you can really give the experts some real information when you send them in their clothes. Now they really know that you're really working towards what they're doing. And even when you're using the testimony page, let's see who I'm about to pick on. Okay, Nadiva. If Nadiva calls me and I ask her, hey, what are you trying to him or her? I'm sorry, I think that's a unisex name. But if Nadiva calls me and they say, hey, listen, I need student loans removed, so that way I can tag him or her on all student loan posts, so they can see here student loans being removed. And I can tag them and show them that your problem is what we specialize in. And so it's not just a one size cookie cutter fits all. It's now we're gonna customize our service to your needs. And even though we know the service works the same, but when this person feel like they're gonna address my student loans, they're gonna be more comfortable with you. They're gonna be more comfortable with your system, and they're gonna be more comfortable and more apt to pay you. And so the meaningful conversation, guys, don't ever skip that. I don't care how many videos or how many resources or magazines, brochures, text scripts. I don't care how, none of that. Make sure that you have a meaningful conversation with your people, to where, your people can know that you're actually offering them a real solution. The last thing I touch on, I hope this young lady's on the training. Well, I digress, but I'm sure some other people are wondering, how do you get affiliates? Somebody like raise your hand or comment if you feel like, if you want to know how to get affiliates. Somebody let me know.
I want to know how to get affiliates.
Okay, I thought it was just me. I guess I would say everybody got it already.
I think you should raise your hand. A bunch of people got their hands up. I don't think you can see them, Coach Boyd.
Okay. Well, bad. I see. I'm on the screen with everybody's cameras off, but I was looking for like the hands and the. Never mind. I digress. But yeah, so for the people that want to know how to get affiliates, guys, you do the exact same thing that you've been doing. Here's the mindset, right? Here's the mindset. When you're gonna attract the right people, and so like, there's different ways you can post, the way where you can talk about like creating additional income, and obviously like that's gonna attract affiliates. But everybody you talk to, customer or not, you should make sure you at least say, hey, there's an opportunity to make money with this. If they say, yeah, I want to do that, then you just take them, you send them the affiliate video. Or when you promote an expert, let the expert know that you're trying to do affiliate. But you're gonna get more you should get more customers than affiliate, just by law. Because I don't care if it's $200 to be a customer and $1 to be affiliate. The mindset is when they're looking at as an affiliate, they're looking at the benefits, but they're also looking at the work involved. And so, guys, we know it's a lot of lazy folks. And so you're going to find a lot more people that say, I'd rather pay this one amount and just get this done for me as opposed to have to do something with it. You see what I'm saying? And so because when they're looking as a customer that's looking at what the benefits, when they're looking at an affiliate, they're looking at the benefits and the work that's involved. And so obviously, more people just want the benefits. And so some people ain't built for this. And so it's the same thing I tell everybody. You just got to talk to more people. And what'll happen is, if you get customers on that have a good experience, they'll become affiliates just because they had a great experience. But it's no magical secret formula. You know what I'm saying? You make sure that you let them know that there is an income opportunity involved in this, if they're interested. But if not, take them through the customer. And like I said, once they get results, they might want to switch to an affiliate or like I said, they might be interested in the beginning. But, make sure you're offering that and make sure you're just talking to different people. Your ratio is going to be better for customers versus affiliates because just the mindset of the human being is less. They feel like it's less they have to do. And so, keep that in mind when you're looking for affiliates. Hopefully that was helpful. Coach, how much time we got left?
5 minutes.
5 minutes? Okay, that's enough time to start the Q&A because, if y'all have any questions about anything that we covered, you can unmute your line. Anything that I covered as far as meaningful conversations and or attracting affiliates or anything that Coach Sono or Miss Sophia covered.
This is Renee. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, ma'am. How you doing, Renee?
I'm doing just fine. I'm on my way to work. I'm driving to work right now. I just wanted to thank all of the coaches. I enjoyed everything. It was a great help. And I would love to use the recording to share with I have few affiliates. And because this is a great meeting training that we had. And
Mm.
all I wanted to say, I really thank you guys for all that you got, all that you do. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you being
Oh my
on, Renee.
God.
Appreciate you being on. I'm gonna post it to my YouTube channel in a couple hours.
Okay. Well, when I get to work, every now and then I kind of check in, so I check it out later. Okay. I'm getting ready to get off my exit. You guys have a great night, and talk to you soon.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Good one.
Sounds good, Renee. Appreciate you.
Oh, you're welcome,
Be
Jamal.
safe. Be safe.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You driving. Be safe.
Okay. Thank you.
Anybody else got a question? We got about 2 minutes left.
Sophie, could you repeat number 9, please?
Sure. Number 9. People who are whoa. People who are deliberately harmful. So people who hurt people, not help them. You know, you got some people like that. So people who are deliberately harmful.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem, Miss Linda.
Go ahead, Malik. You got like a minute and a half.
I just wanted to say, man, this training been beautiful. I'm at work right now. This training been beautiful, man. Like, thank y'all very much, man.
No question, man. Don't talk too much. That's what Coach should be. It's a birthday, so. All right, anybody else got a question?
I got a question.
Okay, what's going on?
Hey, Malik hurts me, man. So this is for the people that do 3-ways. You know, I do 3-ways, often. I've been on a 3-way before to where the expert, she decided to, I guess, discern that the prospect wanted to be an affiliate, and that wasn't the case prior. So, like, you know, I had the meaningful conversation. I followed the steps and followed the system, and I plugged in. I knew she wanted to just be a customer, but the expert recognized some quality, you know, as far as her being affiliate. So she started to express, you know, her you dig, her desire to want to be an affiliate or whatnot. So, like, is that cool to do that, or like, how do we do that as far as 3-way call? I'm tired, y'all. Like, I don't know.
It's all good. We got less than a minute left. I want to make sure we get your questions. One thing I want to say is, when they do become an affiliate, and based on your rank, you can get paid more than them being a customer. So, you know what I'm saying? If you're at level 2, that means you're gonna make 120 rather than 100. So, you know, it might be a good thing. And if they can see that, then, you know, because the whole purpose is to not only get your credit restored, but get paid while you're getting credit restored. But with that being said, y'all, what I'm about to do is, and I'm gonna elaborate a little more in a minute, TJ. But we're gonna hop back off here real quick. I want everybody to log off and log back on, because we're gonna finish on the question and answer portion in just a second. So with that being said, guys, you know, I'm gonna end this like I always end it, right? I'm gonna end like I always end it. Make sure you do something today that your future you will be proud of. I say again, do something today that your future you will be proud of. And that's the Rich Movement message.